What's poppin', T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade. Waka and Tammy with the Flocka Season 2, Episode 4 review. On last night's episode, Tammy admitted that she holds on to past hurts, and I was like, anybody with two eyes can see that she holds grudges, that she holds on to things, that she will not let things go. Waka says, my family's happiness means everything to me. So the fact that I have to pay that debt, I'll do that. And I appreciate the fact that he understands I fucked up. I hurt this woman, and I know it's going to take time for me to, make her trust me again, for that wound to fully heal. And I like the fact that he's dedicated at, repairing the damage that he has created and taking accountability for it. Unlike Martell Holt. So Waka and Deb go plant shopping, and I really like the man that Waka is becoming. I remember when Waka first came on the scene back in the 106 and Park days, and he came on 106 in Park, and this is when he was going by Waka Flocka Flame. And I remember they had him read the prompter or something, and that nigga couldn't even read the prompter. I was like, who in the fuck is this dumbass little boy? But he has really grown into a really solid dude, especially coming from his background, his parents, being in the drug game, and him being raised in the streets and all of this stuff, having fame at a young age and all this money and access. I'm really loving the man that he is becoming, and it takes time for men to, come into themselves. But I really love the fact that, he likes plants, and, he's, investing and all of these things. He's really finally coming into himself. And I honestly feel like when him and Tammy got together, they both were very young. And like I said, he was out here, money, fame, bitches are all in his face, and he took advantage of it, and he didn't realize that he was hurting the woman that he loved. But now he realizes the hurt and the damage that he has caused, and he's trying to repair it. But in this case, I feel like it may be too little too late. That's just how I feel when it comes to Tammy. He says that he wants to do home improvement around the house. Like, he really is enjoying those types of things. Deb tells him that Tammy said that she's missing the romance side of their relationship. And she was basically like, why you ain't tell me this? He was like, I don't have to tell you everything, girlfriend. So he tells her that they did their therapy, and that he realized that he used to be a little boy man, and he couldn't be that anymore. He realizes that, I need to grow up. He says that, he thinks that everything is a joke, and it's time for him to take things more seriously. And Deb was like, I don't think that you act like a little boy. And Walker was like, this ain't about what somebody else has said or made me feel. This is something that I myself feel about myself, and I need to change. And once again, I like the fact that he can see that, and he is trying to change those things, which he honestly needs to do if that's how he feels about himself. Because there's a time and a place to play. I play all day, but at certain points you have to learn how to be a woman and an adult, and woman up or man up. So Deb in her confessional, Deb confessionals look. Child, why was Deb in her confessional looking like a ball of yarn? I was like, what cat knitted this goddamn atrocious outfit? She was up here looking like a Fraggle Rock, looking like she needed to be on Muppet Babies. I was like, why would she put that horrible thing on, adding more weight to her body? She looked a fool mess. So Charlie feels good that her little girlfriend Emiliana loves her. She 15. This is her first probably little love or whatever. It feels good to her. Tammy, however, says in her confessional, besides the love of your mother and father, child, you don't know what love is. And this is my problem with Tammy. I understand where she's coming from. Yes, they're young. Yes, this is probably a relationship that won't last. You know what I'm saying? But she always got something to say, and is so negative about everything. Just because she's 15 don't mean that she doesn't know what love is or feel love, for somebody else. This is the age when you do start falling in love with people, and you start learning things about yourself and what love looks like and what it doesn't look like. Like, she's just so negative. Instead of guiding her daughter positively through these processes, she has a black cloud over her. Like, this show, honest to God, has really made me look at her differently, and not in a positive way. She is a negative Nancy. It's always something wrong with her. She always got something negative to say. She's just a negative ass person, and I couldn't be around her. Like, we couldn't even be friends, god damn it. Like, I would hope that after seeing herself on this show, she would start to reflect and be like, god damn, bitch, I need to change. Like, it's something wrong with me. And I keep on putting the shit off on everybody else. But no, it's something wrong with you, bitch. Tammy also says that she doesn't like the teenage version of Charlie. She wants her to be a kid again, because they were closer, I guess. But as parents, we all go through that stage where our children become teenagers and they, don't want to talk to us as much anymore. They don't want to hang out with us anymore. And these are things that happen or to be expected when you have a teenager, but they come back around. Child. Kyrie still went through the same thing, and now I can't still get this little nigga from underneath me. Tammy Stalker comes up. She says that she met him in person one time. After she took a picture with him, he started following her on Instagram, and then he started messaging her all the time, and she had to block him. Charlie, however, jokes about it and feels nothing is going to happen to her mother. And this right here shows her age and her immaturity, because that is nothing to play around with. Motherfuckers is crazy. There's been too many instances with these stalkers and shit killing folks. Like, you have to be very serious and cautious when it comes to things like that. So Tammy tells Waka about the situation and how Charlie was making fun of it. She says that she's blocked this guy from her account 5 different times from 5 different pages. Yeah, that nigga is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Waka says that he's gonna fuck his ass up if he ever see him. So Waka goes through the dude's Instagram page where he's been posting all of these pictures of Tammy like he knows her and these weird ass captions. And one of the pictures that he posted of her was Tammy wearing this hat, and come to find out it was the hat that he sent her via his P.O. box, and she didn't even know it. So that really made him like, oh my gosh, she's wearing my stuff. She's in love with me. So Tammy was really like, what the fuck is going on? Like, yeah, he's crazy. So Waka, however, is determined to show her that he's going to protect her at all costs. So he's going to call his private investigator to look into the situation. So Tammy and Deb are in the studio, and Deb tells her that she was so proud of her music, and that, she just really wanted her to get it out there because the music was really, really good. So they played one of the songs, and the song was really radio friendly. It seemed like something that the girls, especially younger girls, would like. But I, however, feel like they're not utilizing Tammy in the right way. Tammy has a powerhouse voice. Tammy has one of those voices like a Tamar, where she can hit those high notes. If you have never heard Tammy sing a cappella, go on YouTube and put in Tammy Rivera singing, and you will see like 4 or 5 different videos of her singing, and the girl can sing down. She has a wonderful, powerful voice. She needs that ballad, like how Tamar came out with her first album with that ballad that just hit and went. That's what Tammy needs. She needs a powerhouse ballad, not these little cutesy radio friendly songs that a Janae Aiko could sing. No, they need to showcase her voice. They need to get her with like a Brian Michael Cox or a Jonte Austin, somebody that's gonna give her one of those hit songs. You know what I'm saying? So she also admits that she's been holding on to some of this music for 2 years, and she admits that she blocks herself. And I was like, it's apparent, like, and it's sad to see, because she reminds me of one of my close friends who is always in their own way. Like, you yourself can see they're right there at the finish line. Like, as soon as you cross it, bitch, you about to go. You about to get everything that you've ever dreamed of, but they are just so afraid of success or failure that they hold themselves back. And that is very much Tammy, and it's so frustrating to watch from the sidelines. So she also says that she wants to find out what truly makes her happy, and I pray that she does, because she seems like she's an unhappy person. So Deb was like, you need to find out what makes you keep feeling like this. I think she might suffer from depression. I don't know. Maybe she's suppressing some things from her youth, from her childhood. Her mother was on drugs and stuff. So I don't know. Tammy says that she wants to go back to Baltimore to figure things out, because when she's home, she feels a lot better because she has her family and friends around her. So Charlie says that she gonna move out, child, as soon as she turned 18, because she needs some space from Tammy. And you know that that's something that Tammy is not going to want, but the way that she treats Charlie, she's not bringing her closer. She's pushing her further away with the way that she behaves, and she needs to see that. So Tammy was like, I don't want her to miss out on things because she thinks she's in love with some girl. And this is the thing. Tammy keeps on projecting her own mishaps onto her daughter. She thinks just because she got pregnant as a teen or did fucked up as a teenager that Charlie's going to do the same thing. You can't project that type of energy onto your children. All you can do is teach them better, be there, hold them accountable, encourage them, and just be a parent and, be their support system. You can't control everything that your child does and micromanage them. Like, that shit is like crazy. So, where are they at shopping? Because this is the second time they have filmed in this space. Anybody that live in Atlanta that watch these videos, let me know, where are they shopping at? Are they like at some like flea market type place? Where are they at? So Tammy's sister Becky meets up with them while they're out shopping and brings up Emiliana and says that she and Charlie talk often and Charlie confides in her a lot. And Tammy was like, no, I'm sorry, Becky was like, she really likes Emiliana. And Tammy was like, she all right, rolling her eyes. I'm like, girl, you are not helping yourself. Becky says that she talks to Charlie all the time, and Charlie opens up to her because, she's understanding. She gives this girl a listening ear. It makes her feel comfortable, and that's what you have to do as parents. That's why me and Kyrese are so close. Kyrese is literally my best friend. I'm his. There is nothing on this planet that he knows that he cannot come to me and feel like he's going to be rejected or that I'm going to go off on him and this, that, and the third. Like, he can honestly know to come to me and talk to me about anything. One of the proudest moments that I have had as a parent, two of my most proudest moments as a parent have been when people I don't know off the street that have met Kyrie several times or whatever say, oh my God, that's your son. He is just such a gentleman. He's so well mannered and kind. That is one of the best compliments that I can receive as a mother, that lets me know that I've raised a gentleman and raised a really good man. And then one of the other things that I'm so proud of is that when Kyrese was 20, he actually called me when he wanted to take his first drink. Well, shit, I had already drank something when I was like 10, child. I didn't ask my mama that. I didn't feel comfortable enough to go to my parents and, talk to them about drinking and sex and things like that, because it was always a fear there with them. But I've made Kyrie so comfortable that he knew that he could come to me and talk to me about that. And so he actually called me when he decided he wanted to take his first drink and asked me my opinion on it. And I guided him through the process. And I'm so happy that me and him are close enough to have that type of relationship with one another, where he can trust me with his feelings and the choices that he's going to make with his life. You need to be your child's best friend. And you also need to be your child's parent. You know what I'm saying? And there's a fine line that you have to toe between the two, but you have to find that, balance. You know what I'm saying? Because you want your child to trust you. And Tammy is not doing a good job at providing Charlie the support that she needs to feel comfortable enough to come talk to her about the things that's going on in her life. And her sister Becky even tells her, you got to trust that she's growing into a mature person and her ideas matter too. And this is something that Waka even said, like, Tammy wants to think for this child. Like, she don't even allow her to have her own thoughts or conclusions about anything. So we also learned that Tammy helped raise her sisters or whatever. And maybe this is the thing where she keeps on, because her sister even said, like, she raised us and she's still practically like raising them. So I think it's a thing with Tammy where she had to step up and be mama to her siblings at a young age, and she has not released herself from that title even though they're grown. And at some point she has to live her life for her. She's putting this extra burden on herself by feeling like she has to be there and be everything for everybody else. She's doing it. These grown ass women now, like, you don't have to do that. She's doing this to herself. So Craig, the PI, comes over to the house and he says that there is a lot going on with this stalker child. The man got a real problem. He has a history of violence against women. And, Tammy and Waka are shocked by this. Waka tries to keep it cool in front of Tammy because he don't want her to freak out, but he's really taking this seriously. So Craig tells them, to take the situation seriously, and to, when she's posting on social media, to post after the fact when she's left someplace. That's something that all celebrities need to do, especially after seeing what happened to Kim K. So Tammy brings up that she'll be traveling a lot soon, and Waka was like, "Where you going?" And she was like, "Boy," I'm like, "How you talking about traveling somewhere and ain't even talk to your husband about it, girl?" Like, I don't understand this chick. So she dismisses him, and she was like, she just need a moment away from him or whatever. So Waka tells her that she needs a security guard, but she don't want one. She says that she got her gun, and the PI was like, "It don't seem like you too concerned about this." She was like, "I mean, I watched my uncle get killed in front of me at the age of 12, so it takes a lot to scare me." And she refuses to get security. She refuses to upgrade the security on their home. I was like, "Well, bitch, what was the point of all of this? If you think you know everything," which is another one of her goddamn flaws. She thinks she know everything. You can't tell her nothing. Like, bitch, you are not invincible. Like, you think because you got a gun means something. Like, this motherfucker can sneak up on you at any moment and kill your ass. And you sitting up here talking about, well, what about Charlie? Well, bitch, you don't act like you give a fuck. You don't even want security. You don't even want to amp up the security at your home. You film in your home. You act like people can't find out where you live. Like, that's one of the things I don't like about this woman. Like, you can't tell her nothing. Like, bitch, why are we here? Like, what is this for? Like, she irks my asshole. So Craig plans on reaching out to her stalker. So Tammy and Waka go work out with her with a little niece. The little girl was so pretty. Her name was Dream. So they talk, and she says that music, him, nor her family is helping her at that point, and that she feels detached. That sounds like a person that's dealing with depression. She tells him that she needs space and she's mentally not stable. Waka was like, if you ain't in the right space, I ain't in the right space. Tammy was like, what if you're a part of the problem? And then Tammy, her confessional says, give me the room to figure out the pain from the past. And I was like, now, it'll be an issue if he was acting like he didn't fucking care. Then you'll be complaining about that. It's just like, what do you want from him? From the outside looking in, it seems to me like Waka cheated so much and hurt her so bad, not only emotionally and, emotionally, but publicly, and she has not been able to rebound from it. I think that she is emotionally checked out of this relationship. I think that she cares for Waka. I think that she loves Waka, but do I think that she's in love with Waka? Absolutely not. I think that has gone, and I think she's too afraid to voice it out loud that this is over and that I no longer want to be in this relationship anymore. I feel like she may feel obligated because of Charlie, because of their families, but I don't feel like she's in love with that man at all anymore. I feel like this relationship is going to be one of those relationships where she had to prepare him for the next woman. And it's sad, but it's true. I've been there where I was the woman that got my nigga prepared for the next bitch because he had to take me through so much shit and I had to teach him how to treat a woman. And so when he went on to the next one, he knew how to behave better. But I honestly feel like it's too little too late, and that Waka changing is just not enough, and it's too little too late for her. And I think that they're going to end up getting divorced. I don't see this marriage lasting. I think this is the reason why she has not gave him a baby. I think that they're going to end up getting divorced. I think Walker's going to be very hurt over it for a while, but he's going to end up being in a relationship with somebody else and do right by her. I really honestly do. I don't see this relationship working, and it's not a bad thing if it doesn't work. He can still be there for Charlie. Charlie is about to be out of their house in 2 more years. They don't have anything outside of Charlie binding them together. But I don't think that Tammy is in love with that man anymore, because she is complaining about the stupidest shit to me. And I don't think that she's happy. I really honestly don't. I really don't. So let me know what y'all think about what the Flocka. What are your thoughts on Waka and Tammy's marriage? Do you all agree with what I say? Do you have a different conclusion? Let me know down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe. Check out the new episode of Behind the Scenes Tea. A new episode of Spill the Tea will be up as well tomorrow, and I'll have a nostalgic tea story for you guys next week on Columbus Short. So get ready. I love you guys. See you on the next video. Bye.